Hello and welcome to episode 127 of the Sock Bunny Knit and Fit video podcast. My name is Kimberly, also known as Sock Bunny, and today is Sunday, June 8th, 2014. I am recording in sunny Florida in the United States of America. Thank you very much for joining me. I am Sock Bunny pretty much everywhere on the internet, such as Ravelry, Plurk, Instagram, Google Plus, Twitter, and YouTube. The blog is at sockbunnyknitandfit.blogspot.com. And I want to say thank you very much for joining me. And you might notice that we have two little new podcasters behind us, two little mini podcasters. Their names are Sunshine and Miracle, and I will talk about them more later. I do have some sad news though. Our sweet bunny Dasher, who I introduced you to in the last episode, did pass away. I only had him for about 3.5 weeks and he passed away unexpectedly, and the vet doesn't know why he passed away. I obviously was very, very upset when he died. I cried for about 36 hours straight, and but I've gotten over it, and so I decided to go ahead and adopt these two beautiful little parakeets, Sunshine and Miracle, and I've had them, oh gosh, has it been 2 weeks now, I guess? And they're very sweet. And like I said, I'll talk about them more later. Um, let's see. The personal stuff will be at the end of the podcast. And I do want to say that I apologize that it's been so long since I recorded. Life has been crazy. Work has been crazy. Things should be settling down now. And again, I will talk about that more at the end of the podcast. So I do want to start recording every week again. Even if it's a very short podcast, I want to start doing weekly podcasts again. I've really, really missed it. I've missed you guys. I haven't been on Ravelry hardly at all. I really haven't even been on Instagram very much, and that's like my favorite place in the world. So I need to rejoin the world and stop hiding in my little cave, I guess you could say. So things are going great though, and I'm doing really well. So I know people have been worried about me, but don't worry about me. Things are going okay. It's just been I've been really, really busy. So aren't we all really busy? That's not an excuse, right? Okay. So what are we going to talk about today? I'm not going to do all my normal topics today. I'll get back into that gradually, but this will be a shorter episode. So today's topics will be finished objects, works in progress, fitness, tips and tricks, and favorite things. Those are the only topics I'm going to do today. And if you're a new viewer, thank you very much for watching me, and I hope you come back. And if you are a regular viewer, thank you very much. And to everybody who has messaged me on Ravelry, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. So let's talk about finished objects. So my one and only finished object is 99.9% done. I have a pair of socks here. These are my April personal mystery sock club. I have my own personal mystery sock club, which I'll talk about again shortly. But this is Desert Vista Dye Works in the lemon blueberry cake colorway. And if you are participating, which I know some people are, in the year-long sock knit along, monthly sock knit along, it's the hashtag is hashtag sock bunny 2014 socks. And I've been a slacker about posting my own socks. So, and it's sort of dark in here today. The sun keeps coming in and going out and coming in. So I apologize that the light keeps changing in here. I hope it's not too dark. So the second sock is done. I just never grafted the toe. So I need to do that. And I'll do that very soon, hopefully. I just have been procrastinating. There's no particular reason why I haven't done it. So that is my one and only finished object. So again, that's Desert Vista Dye Works. I love her. She's on artfire.com if you're looking for her. So works in progress. In January, February, March, we had a sweater knit along. I didn't finish my sweater, although a lot of you did. So I have my sweater here. It's done except for being sewn together. So all the pieces are knit and I love it, but it's not done being sewn together. But again, just procrastination. So this is the front, and if you've been watching a while, you know I just knit basically a rectangle with sleeves. So here's the front, and let's see if I can get the color. That's sort of the true color there. I did go ahead and soak them and lay them flat so they could dry. So it's going to be a pretty long tunic type sweater, as you can see there. I like it. And then I finished the back, of course. Well, let me show you the actual right side of the back. Here's the back. So this will be good. I'll have to wear a camisole under it or a tank top or something, but it'll still be good. And then both sleeves are done, and of course both sleeves just look like sleeves. So I just need to sew it together. Now this is Baby Alpaca DK. I got it at Webb's in Massachusetts when I went up there in October. So I really love it. This yarn is, oh, so squishy. I wish that you could feel it. It's magnificent. So again, no reason not to have sewn it together except I just haven't. There you go. And next work in progress. If you'll remember, a couple of Christmases ago, I knit a gray sweater for my daughter Sarah, the one who is in college, and she lives in Rhode Island. And she just found out that she's going to be moving to Chicago in July, which I will talk about at the end of the podcast. So I had some leftover yarn from her sweater that I made, so I decided to start an infinity cowl for her. So basically what I did is I cast on 200 stitches. This is a worsted weight yarn. And I'm just using the leftover balls of yarn from that. I want to make it about 12 inches thick. I cast on 200 and I'm knitting in the round, and I'm doing one row of knit and then one row of purl, and that's it. So very simple. She was here this past weekend. Actually, she just left a few minutes ago to head back up north, and she said I was the best mom in the world for making this for her. And she's right. So that is, wow, that was loud. Okay, they like this project evidently, or not. Oh, look, it matches my hair. So this is Wool of the Andes from Knit Picks. For her graduation gift, I did tell her that I would knit her any sweater she wanted. Of course, she picked out this really fancy sweater that's Fair Isle all over, and I told her, I said, I don't think that's a good idea because she's not here with me for fittings. If she was here with me, I would do it. It will be a challenge, but I would do it. But I'm not comfortable. I mean, I could knit a Fair Isle sweater. I'm comfortable with that, but I'm just worried that it won't fit her correctly. And we're not the same size. So I told her, I said, maybe for your next sweater I'll do that, but for now I'd rather just do a simple one. So she picked out one. I am ordering, she likes this yarn, so I will be ordering more Knit Picks Wool of the Andes, but the color that she picked out is a purple and it won't be available until June 30th. So I'll order that, and at that time I will tell you guys the sweater she picked out, and I'll show it to you. But in the meantime, I'll work on this for her. So note to self: don't ever tell your daughter that you'll knit any sweater she wants, because she'll pick the craziest sweater she can find. So that might be my next sweater I make for her. But for now, we're gonna do just a cardigan, a purple cardigan. So good. And I told her, I said, you can't pick gray again, and she was fine with that. She wanted purple, so that's good. So that is that project. My for my personal sock club, oh, here it is. My May socks I haven't finished, but that's okay. So my May socks for my personal sock club is this yarn. It's Post Yarns in a Harry Potter colorway called Ambition, which is a Slytherin colorway if you're a Harry Potter fan. It's gray and green, forest green. And this is the first sock. I am on the second sock. I started the heel flap. I don't, excuse me, birds. I almost said dogs. I'm not a fan of not bright colors, so that's why these haven't gone very fast, because I'm not motivated to work on them. So I'll finish them. I mean, it won't take me that long to finish them if I just actually do it. So those are my May socks for the personal sock club. And then for June, which of course I haven't started, but I need to, for my personal sock club, I did go ahead and draw I have, if you're a new viewer, what I'm doing for the year 2014, I put 12 of these paper bags with sock yarn inside, and I don't know what's in each one of them. I mean, I know what's in them, but not what's in each one. You know what I mean? So I drew my June, and these socks are going to go fast because they're bright colors, and I liked it with bright colors. So it is Barber Dye Works. Ooh, look how bright that is. And yes, this yarn is that bright. It's Fiber Nymph Dye Works, and you can find her at fibernymph.com. And this is her, what is this? Ton Tavern colorway. And I think I'm going to knit these on DPNs. I haven't knit on DPNs in a while, so I'm feeling the urge to do that. So yes, these socks will go fast. I promise. I shouldn't promise because now they won't, right? I just jinxed myself. All right, so that is the June Personal Sock Club. And then I also started, just to have something brainless to work on in the evenings after work, is I started a TGV. And a TGV is a shawl pattern that it's a crescent shawl, and then it just has a ruffle along the bottom. So I had purchased in Massachusetts when I went up there in October. I had gone to a yarn store and they were having a sale, and I purchased this sock blank. Now this is by Flat Feet, and they knit these. It's like in two pieces, and what you're supposed to do is knit a sock from this side and knit a sock from this side, and then you'll have matching socks. And I do like these colors. Obviously they're bright colors, but I decided not to do socks. The TGV shawl, you knit until you've used half your yarn, and then you start the ruffle. So I figured I'll knit one side, and that'll be half the yarn, and then I'll do the ruffle with the other side. So this is as far as I've gone. Not very far. Now, what you do is you actually unravel this to knit from it. So you can see here, you just unravel it and knit from it. So it is very, very bumpy, springy yarn, which is sort of, it takes a little bit of getting used to. It might annoy you, just so you know. So, I mean, if it really annoyed you, you could just wind this off onto a nitty knotty and then soak it and maybe get some of the spring out. But I've gotten used to it. It's not bothering me. So there's no deadline for this. This is just a whenever I feel like knitting on it project. So it'll probably be a few months before this is done, but that's okay because it's just a for fun project. And then last but not least, I did a tiny bit on my sock yarn blanket, which I will show you next time. I think I did maybe 5 or 6 squares on my sock yarn blanket, so you can see that one next time. All right, so that is it for the knitting. Let's talk about fitness. Any month, oh wait. Every month in a Sock Bunny Knit and Fit video podcast group, we have a fitness along, and any day that you work out at least 30 consecutive minutes, or if you wear a pedometer and it registers at least 10,000 steps, you get 1 entry per day, and you can enter it into the fitness thread, and at the beginning of the following month I draw a winner. Well, I owe you guys an apology. I completely forgot to do the May thread for the fitness. So in the future, if I ever forget for whatever reason to do it again, feel free to create a thread, which thankfully, I went on June 1st to create the June thread, and Jan from Jan's Hands had created the thread. So thank you, Jan, for doing that for me. I really appreciate it. So the winner is going to get to choose up to a $10 giftable pattern on Ravelry and from me. And like I said, if I ever forget to do that again, which hopefully I won't, but if I ever do, feel free to just somebody take it upon yourselves to create the thread, and my feelings will not be hurt by that. And I really, really apologize for not doing it in May. I don't know what, I mean, I barely was even online in May. So when I get home from work in the evenings, my brain is so dead. I just don't want to even turn the computer on. I just want to vegetate. So let's see. That's it for fitness. And next we're going to talk about favorite things. My favorite things, one of my favorite things is pineapples. Now, yes, of course I love eating pineapples. I've loved pineapples since I was little. When I was little, we would go fishing a lot. And one of the things that we would eat when we would go fishing, birds, is we would eat a peanut butter sandwich, and instead of putting jelly on it, we would put pineapple rings. And I know that might sound gross, but it's actually really good. You should try it. peanut butter and pineapple ring sandwich, and that takes me back to my childhood. In fact, I should get some pineapple rings just so I can eat that. But I do love pineapples. I also love the shape of the pineapple, and I did get to go to Hawaii one time, and there's a lot of pineapple stuff going on in Hawaii. So last weekend we were in Rhode Island, and we went to the Newport Mansions, which I will talk about at the end of the podcast. But what I did get while I was there is I got a pineapple. The pineapple is a symbol of hospitality. I got this little ceramic pineapple, and I'm going to use it on my stove as a spoon rest. So that is my favorite thing this week, pineapples. All right. Let's go into, okay, that's all the regular stuff. I am going to talk about, now, there is a wasp inside on my sliding glass door. I am not sure how it got inside. It's not the first one I have found inside, so I'm going to try to keep an eye on it. But I do not want to get stung by a wasp. He's just hanging out on the door. Okay, so yeah, they don't like him either. Wasps are just jerks. So anyway, that's all the knitting and normal stuff. I'm going to talk about personal stuff now, so if you don't want to hear all that, my feelings will not be hurt. Feel free to turn off. It's been 16 minutes. I will see you next week. I'm going to really, really, really try to podcast every week, even if it's a very short podcast, because like I said, I've really, really missed it. So we're going to talk about personal stuff now. So what is going on with me? Well, let's see. As far as fitness goes, I have been working out. I never really know what time I'm going to get out of work. I start work at 8:30, but I don't get off at 5:30. I get off whenever whatever needs to be done is done. So I haven't really been able to work out in the afternoons like I used to. So I've started working out in the mornings. I've been getting up before work and working out, which is working out fine. And so that is what my workout has been. I've been doing that a couple of days a week. I do want to bump it up. I want to get that up to at least 4 or 5 days a week that I'm doing that. So that's where we are with the fitness. I am still wearing my Fitbit every day and loving it. And I have a Fitbit 1. I have the Fitbit 1 now, and it does count how many times you go up and down the stairs. And where I work, there are stairs. So I've been trying to get at least, I don't do it every day, but I try. My goal is to go up and down the stairs at least 10 times a day. What else is going on? Oh, Sarah graduated last weekend. So last week, week before last, we flew up there on Thursday morning early. Our flight was at 6 a.m. I had to get up at 3:30 in the morning. I am not a morning person. So we flew up to Rhode Island on Thursday. And then on Friday, and we just hung out with Sarah on Thursday, did some shopping, stuff like that. Friday, we went to visit a couple of the Newport Mansions. The Newport Mansions are in Newport, Rhode Island. They are sort of like a time capsule to the Industrial Revolution in America. Really more the really, really rich people, the billionaires like the Vanderbilts and the Astors. They had summer cottages where they would just stay for a few weeks in the summer, but they were mansions. I mean, like gold and marble and ornate, like 20 bedrooms. I mean, ridiculously gigantic mansions right on the water in Newport, Rhode Island. And there's a street that all the what street is that called? I don't remember now. But all the mansions are there. So when we were there last Friday, we went to visit 2 of the mansions. The first one we went to was the Breakers, which was a Vanderbilt mansion. It was built in 1895 and gorgeous. And they give you these little headset things with a recording device, and you walk from room to room, and it reads out a description. So that was really interesting. And I'm a huge American history buff, and I've wanted to visit these mansions every time we've gone to Rhode Island. I've never had the chance before, so I was really excited to get to do that. And we visited. Oh, that wasp is making me so nervous. Okay. I can see him. When he flies down, I get nervous because I can't see him behind the laptop. So, what was I saying? Oh, Newport Mansion. So we went to visit the Breakers first, and then we went to visit Marble House. I like the Breakers better. Marble House is, as it says, all marble, and it was actually, to me, very gaudy. So I didn't like it that much, but I did like the Breakers a lot better, and it's right on the water, and the grounds are really, really pretty. So if you get a chance to go visit them, I do recommend it. I think it was like $25 to go visit two mansions. So I thought that was pretty good. And you could see, you can walk through like in an hour and a half, 2 hours max, I would say, so it's pretty cool. Um, so last weekend, Sarah, my older daughter, graduated from college. Now, if you are a newer viewer, you may not know that my older daughter is actually a Catholic missionary, or also she's also a consecrated religious. And a lot of people don't know what that is. But basically, she's just like a nun. She took vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience 4 years ago, and she lives a life of poverty, lives completely on donations. She's been going to a college that is specifically for the women, the consecrated women that are in the group that she's in. And she got her bachelor's degree in pastoral studies with a minor in philosophy. And Sarah never did like school, so she's really, really, really done. Happy to be done with school. She's very, very happy to be done with school. And I'm super proud of her, of course. And so that was Saturday, May 31st, that she graduated. And then Sunday, we flew back home. Sarah and Rachel stayed until Wednesday, and then they came back to Tampa. And then they spent the last couple of nights here with me. They spent Friday night and Saturday night here with me in the apartment. And we had a really nice time. We went shopping, we went to church and stuff like that. So it was nice. And now Sarah is leaving this afternoon to head back to Rhode Island. But she did find out that her first assignment out of college, she's going to be moving in July to Chicago, Illinois. So that's why I told her I would knit her another sweater for her graduation gift. And she's very excited to be going to Chicago. She's been there 3 times for various things and loves it. And she loves the team that is there, and she's very, very happy. So I'm happy. I've never been to Illinois, and I've never been to Chicago, Illinois. So probably in October, I'm going to try to go up and visit her because I hear October is a good time to go up there. So I'm going to try one week in October to fly up there and see her, which would be great. And I think that is it. Woo! Life has been crazy. Like I said, I apologize that I haven't been recording very often. I really am going to get back into it because I've missed you guys. Even if I only have a tiny bit of knitting, I'm still going to record because I've missed you guys. I've missed the Sock Buddy podcast group and everybody who has messaged me on Ravelry. I really do appreciate it. And I'm sorry I've been so far behind in my correspondence. When I get off work, like I said, I am just so brain dead. I just want to collapse on the couch. So things are getting better though, and it should be more calm now. Of course, it probably won't be. Famous last words, right? So anyway, from myself and my stuffed bunny John John, who I guess should be on the podcast again soon, and our two new little podcasters, Sunshine and Miracle Girl. Oh, I was going to tell you where they got their names. My older daughter Sarah, her nickname is Sarah Sunshine, and my younger daughter Rachel, her nickname is Miracle Girl. And so when I saw the first bird, he's blue with a yellow face, and it just reminded me of Sunshine. And then, of course, if I'm going to name one Sunshine, I got to name the other one Miracle. So Sunshine and Miracle are their names, and they do keep me company, and I really like them. If you're a longtime viewer, you might remember when I was still living in the house with my husband. We had parakeets, and I had to get rid of them because he was allergic to them. But if you're a newer viewer, you may not know my husband and I recently separated, and I moved into an apartment. And so, since I'm here by myself, I was able to get parakeets again. So I'm happy to have them, and they do keep me company and make me happy. So I guess that's it. I hope you have a great week. Keep on crafting. Bye.